In the Exodus account, God did what he did in delivering the Israelites out of captivity from slavery in Egypt to prove to the Israelites that he is Lord, and apart from him there is no other God, by completely crushing the entire pantheon of Egyptian gods. The one sole ruler of all creation, heaven and earth, crushed the entire pantheon of Egyptian gods and proved to the Israelites that he is still there and he is their Lord and God. But he also proved to the Egyptians that he is their God as well, as he crushes the pantheon of Egyptian gods. So the whole, known world at that time came to know the Jewish God as being the only God, the only, God to fear, because he defeats all other gods and his word is true. Now, he calls Israel to be his witnesses in the Old Testament, to stand out apart from the pagan nations as witnesses, as being different through the law and the Old Testament, and through the deliverance of the Israelite people from Egypt and the deliverance of them out of captivity from Babylon. Everything God does is to prove his unique and sole authority over all of creation, so that not only the Israelites may know he's God, but all the world, the entire earth, may know that he is the only one God. Now, Jesus refers to his disciples and says to them to go and make disciples of all the nations, and by baptizing them and teaching them everything he taught to the disciples. So that is essentially God once again telling his witnesses to go and make other witnesses, to testify for the authority and the rulership of the one true King of all kings, who rules over all creation, heaven and earth. So Jesus is reiterating what God is saying in the Old Testament, and through the deliverance of the Israelite people, Jesus is reiterating that as being God himself to his disciples to go and make more disciples who will testify to the truth that Jesus Christ is Lord, just as Yahweh of the Old Testament is Lord. They both are of the same divine nature, and both are God, Father, and Son.